Hi friends! As some of you may know, yesterday I already started my bike trip from Costa Rica to Argentina. We had such a nice farewell back in Monteverde, and it was great to see so many friends and people who just came to say goodbye and wish me a good trip. I'm so grateful to you all, guys.
La verdad es que es un placer estar aquí y poder despedirme de ustedes de una manera tan bonita. Bueno, mi nombre es Alfonso Tascón, soy español y he venido hoy aquí para despedirme de ustedes y de la comunidad de Monteverde y para comenzar un viaje en bicicleta que me llevará hasta el sur de Argentina.
It was also great to have 4 brave cyclists who came along with me during the first stage of the route, and they were so helpful and kind. They helped me with some of the luggage, which I really appreciate. So I've just taken a small break on my ride to show you something that I find quite remarkable. Just behind me, you can see that there are a bunch of aeolic turbines. Costa Rica is worldwide famous because of producing 99% of their electricity by renewable sources. This is something very impressive, and not so many countries in the world can say the same thing. However, it is true that out of this 99% of renewable energy production, 60% comes from hydropower plants. Costa Rica is a very hilly country. I'm already experiencing that in my bike ride. It's been so hard to climb these mountains already. So this geography allows Costa Rica to have such a great potential for hydropower. It is not the same case as other nations, but nevertheless Costa Rica is making a clear effort in this direction. However, it's also important to mention that all these renewable sources have some drawbacks too. In the case of hydropower plants, they have some issues, for example, with all the organic matter that accumulates and gets decomposed inside those big reservoirs of water. That organic matter in that decomposition process releases a lot of methane that actually is more potent than CO2 and is not so great for the atmosphere. It also has some issues with interrupting fish migrations. Sometimes the streams of water that connect different places are interrupted by these hydropower plants and these big dams, right? Which just don't allow the fish to go and do the same routes that they usually do. In the case of wind turbines, it's also interesting because, well, some people just don't find them very pretty, right? What do you think? In my opinion, they don't look that bad, but one of the main issues that they have is that, of course, they rely on wind. That's the first thing. And if it's not so windy, well, then you don't have enough energy, right? In the case of hydropower plant, it's also true that they rely on water. And in a country like Costa Rica, where rainfall patterns are getting altered so much, this can be an issue too. Going back to the wind turbines, they have been shown to interrupt bird migration. Some birds actually crash with the helix of the wheel and they just die. So yeah, there's some drawbacks here and there, but in my opinion it's definitely better to have this type of renewable sources rather than just having coal or oil. Hello friends, I hope you're all doing great. Well, today is the 3rd day of the ride and I've already found my first big obstacle. This beautiful river that connects to Lake Arenal. For your information, Lake Arenal is one of the biggest lakes in Costa Rica and is one of its main sources of renewable energy coming from the hydropower plant that is located in that big reservoir of water. So well, wish me luck. I have to cross all these things over there, so let's see how it goes. Hello friends, I hope you're all doing great. Well, today I am walking around Lake Arenal, which is a very beautiful spot here in Costa Rica. There's plenty of birds around and there's the volcano nearby. But unfortunately I'm walking because I cannot ride my bicycle today. Yesterday I had a flat tire and unfortunately I haven't been able to fix it, even though I was carrying with me several patches. But what happened was that they were auto sealant patches which were completely useless. I broke the chamber of the wheel in 6 different places. I had 6 punctures and I had 6 patches, so in theory it would have been enough. But they were just not working fine. They were not sticking properly. So every time I thought I fixed one of the holes, the other one was starting to let some air through. So it was a fun evening and a fun morning until I realized that I need to get better patches and continue my way. So I decided to walk. That's what I'm doing right now in this beautiful place. And I'm almost about to get to El Castillo. Hopefully I will get there in the next 2 hours, and tomorrow I will figure out where I can find the nearest bike shop, so I can get some extra patches. And here I am, walking in the middle of nowhere. Hello friends, how's it going? Well, just crossed this beautiful river. That you can see, thanks to the wonderful help of people. Greg, a French guy with his wife, and a Costa Rican person who was here with a horse and helped me crossing. It was really tough. I didn't know that it was such a big river here, so I was able to cross the first part, but the second bit it was way too complicated. I was able to make it with one of my bags, but maybe crossing with a bicycle would have been another thing. So, thanks to them, I can continue my way. So I would be always grateful. Thanks guys, thank you so much. Good morning friends, how's it going? Well, after a couple of days of unexpected technical issues with my bike, I was able to fix that flat tire that was complicating my life for the last couple of days. I am currently on my way to Puerto Viejo to visit La Selva Field Station, La Estación Biológica de la Selva. This is one of the field stations where scientists have been conducting research on tropical forests for more than 30 years, and it's one of the most important field stations of this kind in Costa Rica and in Central America. So, once I get there, I will have a chance to interview one of the scientists who has been working with climate change related issues. His name is Diego Derek, and I'm really looking forward to hear how a tropical forest has been evolving and behaving under a context of climate change. So, I will keep you updated. Bye bye. Que para el que no lo sepa, la Estación Biológica de la Selva es una estación que lleva monitoreando el bosque aquí en Costa Rica durante décadas, ¿verdad?
Digamos, hay proyectos que sí empezaron y que corrieron por más de 20 años.
Ajá.
Y eso es bien único como monitoreos de, por ejemplo, crecimiento de árboles donde llevan el registro por 20 años y más.
Claro. Hi friends! As some of you may know, yesterday I already started my bike trip from Costa Rica to Argentina. And we had